I'm a little bit of the, as far as the background goes, I was an Army officer, Vietnam vet, 37 years as a school teacher, and that's really one of my strong points was that. I was not born in Alabama. I like to use Adam Joyner's phrase in which he says, but he got here as soon as he could. Well, I didn't quite get here as soon as I could because I snuck over to Georgia for a while where I married my wife. But it shows that I'm pretty smart because I married a Southern girl. So at least I might be a Yankee, but I married a Southern girl. I was born in the Republic of Panama. And so John McCain was also born there, so it does make me legal. And but at any rate, I've lived in 4 foreign countries, actually 5 foreign countries. One of them was Vietnam. That one really doesn't count very well. But the other 4, I've lived in the Middle East, I've lived in Panama, I've lived in Japan and also England. And we were talking about being Democrats. Well, I can tell you this. When we were in England, Obama was being elected. And my wife and I, because we're in England, our time zone was a lot different than yours. So my wife and I, we hosted, we called it the Obama Pajama Party, because we had to stay up all night long to see what happened. And then we actually got to go to an inaugural ball for Obama in London. And he was supposed to call, but he stood us up and didn't call. But at any rate, no, we've been very strong supporters for a long time. And one of the things I feel strongly about, and it's a lot of people have alluded to it, and so I'll make a couple of comments that other people haven't made, and that is the Medicaid expansion. We have to get it through. You know we do. We just have to. And we have to do it for many different reasons. One of them is, and one fact that people have not mentioned tonight, is that they expect or they believe that between 200 and 500 people in Alabama die every year for us not having taken that expansion. Now I want you to think about that a little bit. That means in 5 years, in just 5 years, there's been over 1,000, a minimum of 1,000 people that have died. If you are a legislator and you voted to kill 1,000 people, hey, I am sorry, you should be in jail. You should be, you know what can I say? I mean, that is criminal to do something like that. But the reality is, besides that, and we as Democrats, we will hit on that hard. When you're speaking to some other people, you need to speak about the economics involved in it, and the economics are huge. The $21 billion, $7 billion of that going to the rural hospitals. It's huge. They have turned down between 24 and 55,000 new jobs in Alabama, all to stick it to us. That's wrong. And we've got to get that changed. And one of the things I will say, there is a way to change it, and people have been talking about this a bunch tonight. And that is, the people in this room, you must volunteer. You have to. As John was saying, we were out this past weekend. We will be out every weekend. You can come and join us, or join any of the other people here. They all need you. We had 3 teams this weekend. We need 10 teams. Okay? We have got to do it. Now, if you are worried about it and you feel, oh, I can't really do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Mary Winkling back here, the last time we were in the same place, arguing the same thing, giving our speeches and what have you, she brought up a point which I had not used, which I will now state. If you can't do that going door to door, you need to let us give you some materials. Because if you walk up to somebody and say, I know Mary Winkling, she is a good person, I've heard her speak, that is gold. You have now joined Mary's campaign, or you've joined Daryl's campaign, or Nancy. You've joined all of our campaign if you do that. Because on top of that, for every person that you get out to vote, it doesn't just help us, or Daryl, cancer. It doesn't just help us. It helps all the way up. And they are right. People have brought this up. If you do not break the supermajority in Montgomery, we are going into this new census. And after that census, they're going to re-gerrymander it. And it took them 8 years the last time they gerrymandered it before it was called unconstitutional. So what's going to happen when they do it again and they got their supermajority? It's going to take them another 8 years before they call it unconstitutional. So if you don't get out there, if you individually, every person, you and you and you and you, every one of you, every one of us, do not get out there, we have only ourselves to blame. So either we're going to do it or we're not going to do it. But I'd much rather do it. My name is Brian McGee. I'm running against somebody who raised $125,000 in the primary. Okay? My name is Brian McGee. I'm running in House District 38. I need your feet on the ground and your ears on the phone. Thank you very much.